So, how to be your own best friend. So, we all know it's nice to have a best friend, someone to confide in, someone to share all our secrets with, someone to get advice from. But how would you like to be your own best friend? So, the first way you can be your own best friend is to set boundaries, have boundaries in place. And what I mean by this is, if you really don't want to do something and your friend wants to do something and you're adamant you don't want to do it, you want to just stay in, read a book, you don't want to go out, you have to have the strength enough to stick up for yourself and stand up for yourself and have that boundary in place and, turn the offer down of going out, turn down that offer because it doesn't meet your boundary. By setting boundaries, you're protecting your own self, your own mental health, and you're having self-respect for yourself and your own decisions. So you're not giving your power away to others to make decisions for you. You're not giving your power away to others to say that their what they want to do, their opinion is better than your opinion. So you're setting your solid boundaries in place, you're putting them in place, and at first it can come across, if it's not your personality type to be setting boundaries, it can come across as you might feel a bit rude, you might feel like you shouldn't be setting boundaries, but that is all down to your self-perception of yourself and that you placing the other person above yourself, when really the only person you should be placing above anybody else is yourself, because you have to think for yourself and set these boundaries to protect yourself and your mental health. Right, so this ties in with the first step. So you need to trust your own opinion, trust your gut. So without having a best friend to rely on, if you are your own best friend, what you say goes, what you feel goes, and trusting your gut, your instinct is what you need to rely on, because you haven't got another best friend to turn to. So getting strong with your intuition by maybe meditating, spending time alone will help you draw closer to your intuition and really trust that gut instinct you have inside you. If you have a feeling about someone and you're looking for someone to validate that opinion that you have about that person, you're not trusting yourself. So being your own best friend means trusting your gut instinct, trusting yourself with matters that you would normally turn to your best friend about. It's about giving yourself that advice that you would normally go to a friend about. How would you talk to yourself? How would you talk to your best friend? What advice would you give them? Give that good same advice, that same loving advice to yourself, and always trust your gut. If you get a funny feeling about something or someone, trust it. You have no one else to ask if you're your own best friend. So trust that inner wisdom you have from within, that is from God, and trust that you know what's best for yourself. Another way you can be your own best friend is to stick to your promises. If you make promises to yourself, just like you would if you made promises to a best friend, stick to them. You should value yourself above anybody else. So why are you going to break your own promises? If you've made a promise to yourself to go to the gym and have a healthy lifestyle, unless you are really feeling like you cannot make it, because you have to put yourself as a top priority, and if you're not mentally able to go to the gym, allow yourself by all means to take that time off. But as a general rule, keep promises that you've made to yourself. If you are aiming to be healthy, stick to a gym routine. The majority of the time, stick to that routine. You don't want to let yourself down. Would you let your best friend down? No, you don't want to let yourself down. You want to be able to prioritize your priorities and think that gym and healthy eating is important, alone time is important, maybe going for a walk is important. All these little things, all these little promises that you make to yourself, if you keep breaking them continuously over and over again, you will never be able to have trust in yourself. And having trust in yourself is very important, because being your own best friend, you need to be able to trust yourself. If you had a best friend other than yourself, wouldn't wouldn't you want to be able to trust them? You'd want someone trustworthy, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want someone who kept constantly letting you down. So be like that for yourself. Do not constantly let yourself down. So look out for yourself, have your own back. Don't let yourself participate in activities that you wouldn't want your best friend to participate in. Do not go out drinking till early hours of the morning if that is one of your boundaries and you really feel that is out of your comfort zone. Do not participate in bad activities that are gonna, give yourself a bad reputation, a bad image. So really have your back. Look out for yourself. If you know you've made yourself a promise to stop drinking, don't go out to the club with your friends where everyone's drinking and you're vulnerable and in a situation where you're going to be surrounded by alcohol. Don't put yourself in that situation. Me now, I'm on my journey. I haven't drank alcohol for over a year, so I don't go out to places where I'm going to be surrounded by people drinking loads of alcohol, like clubs. I haven't even gone to a club for over a year, and do I miss it? No, because I am my own best friend. I do not miss any of those activities. I instead go out for meals, and when I go out for meals I have drinks like maybe a Coke with ice and lemon, water on the side, maybe a milkshake, and that is where I feel my best, because I don't want to be so out of my mind, so intoxicated that I don't know what's going on around me. I'm looking after myself. I've got my own back, because at the end of the day I'm all I've got. So having your own back is essential in being your own best friends. Speak positive to yourself. Don't put yourself down. You wouldn't want to put anybody else down. So why is all your self-talk towards yourself going to be negative? Why are you going to look in the mirror and point out all your flaws? You wouldn't want to do that to your best friend. And if you are that kind of person, well, that doesn't seem like a healthy toxic relationship. The relationship you have with yourself should be a healthy relationship, not a toxic one. You need to talk to yourself like you love yourself from within. You need to talk to yourself as if you are talking to your inner child. You are healing your inner child. You wouldn't want to look at yourself as a child and point out all your child's flaws, would you? You want to look at yourself and really focus on the beauty that radiates from within. You want to look at yourself and talk to yourself like you're the most important, the most special person in this world, because the self-talk you speak to yourself is the most important words you will hear every single day. So make these words positive and make these words count. So I've hoped you've enjoyed this video. So until the next time, bye. As always, stay beautiful, stay chosen, and stay blessed.